Yeah. I'm a fool. But nah, welcome back. Cam's Redacted Adventures. You're gonna hear a lot of me referring to myself in the third person, first person. Referring to myself as if I'm not who the I am. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed the last episode. Thank you for coming back. This episode, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about like what I really got from the first month. I know that y'all saw me doing a bunch of random stuff, but before I got the cabin, I pretty much spent my whole life like in the city to some capacity. But my family is like very country. You know, they're from Monroe, Louisiana. I'm not, but that's all to say that like I hadn't really spent that much time in my adult life playing outside, not frivolously, not freely, not just like going out there and just picking up sticks and like playing in the creek and I don't know, climbing trees. And that really was a part of my personality and life experience that I kind of lost like around like 12, 13. Pretty much when I got into like playing orchestra as a kid and like music started to take over my life, sports, like I really stopped playing outside. Like I didn't know firsthand until this past summer how much I missed that and how much that was like necessary. We should all be playing outside. And it's part of the reason why now I like live in the countryside, like Nishi Tokyo, like west side, just outside the city, because I mean, I don't want to be around a bunch of tourists, for one, but two, I like to hear the birds and cicadas and like see mountains in the background. And I don't know, it's just a much more fulfilling environment when I go outside and I get to breathe in that fresh air and I ain't bumping into somebody who just got here from fucking train was interrupting, but I ain't bumping into somebody who just got here and is on vacation. I really wanted to like pretend I lived here until I lived here. So anyways, what else is happening in this episode? Just watch it. So I'm out here at cabin. It's been good. The people here are really cool. I'm already one song in. I'm enjoying the fresh air. Yeah. And right now, I'm here to let in a very special guest. Look who we got here, man.
It's your boy, man. And you know I'm in a big boy. You feel me? You know I'm in a big boy. You see it, man. It's me. Yo, man. You feel me? Ain't nothing but a thing, man. You feel me? How you doing, Cam?
I'm good, man. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, so, you know, coincidentally, as fate would have it, J status appears to be at an all-time high. No, I'm playing. As fate would have it, my man June Jizzle just happened to also be in Austin, so he pulled up on you, boy. Stay tuned. What business do you have here? Murdoch's log. I didn't have anything planned after that, actually. Look at this view. Yep.
Did they build this house? Was this house already here?
If you're asking why one half of me is wet, y'all probably can't tell, actually. I fell in the creek. I do not regret that experience. I feel like it added to my trip. Need a little mud in my life. All right, this is the end of this obligatory story. Oh yeah, so at cabin at neighborhood 0, we all had roles. My role was the creator in resident. I really just like was there to make shit. But I was only supposed to be there for 1 month. And as you know, I ain't had nowhere to go back to per se. There was places I could have gone, but I really wanted to extend this. I was enjoying myself in my company. So we worked it out to where I ended up being a content creator in residence, because obviously so many great things happening, so many entertaining things happening, but none of those stories were being told. And so I took it upon myself to tell them. We also had just like residents. I don't want to say just regular residents, because there's not that much that's regular about wanting to come live with strangers on a 28-acre cattle ranch. But shout out to Ryan. He really, really embraced the experience. He was one of my favorite people there on the ranch. And as a resident, he contributed to the vibe. He contributed to the vibe a lot. Shout out to Ryan. Miss you, bro.
Say hi to the cows. You wanna come?
So you've developed quite the relationship with the cows.
Yeah, I feel like they just need a little consistency, someone to talk to. Or maybe it's just me.
Which one is your favorite?
I gotta say cow, like, kind of like know what you're getting into kind of thing. Moodering is a little bit more unpredictable. No cows. You wanna hop the fence with me? Now we're on the other side of the fence. This is where the cows roam. So we can come by. I'm gonna take a peek off the view here, you know? Might get some good cow sighting. Pop out at any moment. This has to be a 2-part series.
Next time on
Steer Chat.
How was the crowd participation?
Tough. Very tough crowd. They weren't as receptive as they were yesterday, but it's okay. I'll get better. Hopefully they come back tomorrow and they'll see that I have been practicing, and I'm only here to please them. Cabin logs, May 6th. We have been accosted by 2 cows. Stranded on some rocks. Got one there and one there, gently making their way towards us.
But yeah, there were also other roles, one of which was not fulfilled when I got there. And just like me, other residents decided to, go after one of those roles so that they could extend their stay, or they could extend their stay without pay, you know what I'm saying? And really contribute to the project. We were all feeling that desire to kind of pour a little of ourselves into this airplane. On that note of like wanting to extend your stay and give a little bit more of yourself to the project, help it grow. Channing, he went from resident to builder in residence, and that was highly entertaining. that was very entertaining. We would just it started the train of just building stuff, left and right. We just building a lot of stuff. So yeah, here's how that went.
We are building a rustic elevated garden planter to act as the partial railing for this beautiful deck that we have here, so that nobody straight up falls off. Can't be having.
Some of us are talking, some of us are working.
I call it directing. Good. End boards with cleat.
Already sorted.
Whoa. 3 of each. Check.
I think the inventory is complete. I don't think there was a hole in the box that anything was slid out of.
In my experience, project managers always slow things down.
Oh, what am I doing? Yo, the story has to get told somehow. I fancy myself like the Walt Whitmans, the Langston Hughes, the P.T. Andersons, the Wes Andersons of the world. I am a storyteller and a filmmaker. I am Stanley Kubrick, but HGTV at this point. I'll chime in with a little bit of encouragement, every now and then. Doing great, guys. They're doing great. What's this for? Come on, bro. This is drip. Woo.
Building a deck railing. We built a kind of crappy one, so we had to take that apart. So now we're coming in with the 4x4s, bolts, washers, an actual plan.
That makes sense.
Hey, Ryan. Are those hard shell Crocs by any chance?
Absolutely not.
Can you do this one more seductively?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Damn close, if not perfect.
Probably just templatize the rest, right? Using that same measurement.
What was that?
Probably just templatize the rest using that same measurement.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Ryan?
So every bat name we need to Robin.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll say he's alacritous. I think alacrity means like exuberant readiness. He's a good Pippin to Jordan.
You're Jordan in this scenario.
Those were just truisms. Who's who? But he's a good apprentice. Maybe one day he'll be a builder too.
What's it like working with Channing now that he is officially our builder in residence?
It's great. Guy knows his way around the tool sets. Otherwise, I'd be sawing my arm off. It's nice to have that kind of professionalism.
He likened you to the Pippin to his Jordan.
I reject it only because I'm not trying to play that game. This is his sport. He called me Jack Nicholson. I'm on the sideline, rooting him on. I'll pass him the ball every now and then, but I guess I do assist. He's not gonna admit it though. There's no me trying to be Michael Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan.
Working with Channing and Ryan, it's cool. It's cool. I like to liken myself to Phil Jackson of this operation. Stars don't know that they're stars until they meet the right coach. We got a little triangle offense going on. When I found Ryan and Channing, they were a little rough around the edges, but boy, look at them now. Drilling things, using power tools. You guys see that railing? Who do you think drew out that plan? No, I did not draw out the plan, but I set the vibe.
Good.
Construction cool.
What do you think of your new railing?
I'm literally waiting for a place to just rest my hip and elbow.
Oh yeah, like I said, I was no longer the creator in residence. I created my own role. So I was a content creator in residence. However, we did get a new creator in residence. Meet them right now.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Remy, what brings you to Cabin?
I am a creator. I am here to create.
Remy, what are you going to create while you're here?
I like to explore, experiment, oh la la! This is my muse. It smells good. It feels good. It tastes good.
So yeah, that was our new creator in residence, painter, illustrator. Don't ask me why they're wearing a mustache, but you know, that was their swag. Moving on. Maybe the most important position or role on the ranch, and held down by my favorite person on the ranch. Shout out to Adrian. She was the gatherer, which meant that she was kind of like responsible for all of the caretaking. We did have a caretaker, John, who also is the owner of the property. It was his family's property. But John, being the busy man that he is, traveling, helping to, spread the word of Cabin and network states and all of that good stuff, wasn't there as much. So every single day, Adrian was the one that gathered, made us feel more comfortable once we got there. Also helped facilitate a lot of the like group activities, open houses every month, which we then each, not all of us, some of us, came together to help Adrian do, because it's a lot of work, you know, being responsible for us.
Hey everybody, my name is Adrian and I am the gatherer here at Cabin. I am here to talk about this gratitude tree that we put up a couple of days ago. It was Earth Day on Saturday and we had a gathering here, and I decided it would be great to have a tangible way to show our gratitude for the earth and also to each other. We have a lot of gratitude practices that we already implement in the community, which are giving props to each other during the house meetings and also giving gratitude before we eat. But this is a nice way to put it into the 3D and not just the verbal realm. I was wondering how I should make this, and I realized that we have a bunch of trees outside, so I just grabbed a branch that was already sitting outside and I made a little altar space and allowed people to just fill out some pieces of paper to be the leaves, and it's been really cool to read what the fellow community has to say about each other, about the earth and nature around us, and all of the guests that have come into the space and given their different perspectives and what they're grateful for. So hopefully you can come and contribute. We are at HEB, getting some food for the party tonight. We're gonna make hamburgers and hot dogs, some chili, cornbread, and some salad. You know how fast guac goes. Alright, we got fruit, we got tomato, we got onions, bell pepper, heart, 100% pure, no additives. I would like it to say grass-fed, loved, cared for, very deep relationships, you know, have DAOs made out of them. These.
Dropping glizzies all over the place.
How do you check if they're good? You gotta drop them. I'm just choosing good old costume reworks. Look at the options. Look at the colors. Look at the price. You can't go wrong. And honestly. Ooh, I found a non-alcoholic. So many bags. We go home and we cook and then we rage. Then we have a good, nice, wholesome party.
Can I have another one, please? Thank you.
It's beautiful, the hills.
Yesterday I was crazy. Yeah, where did you go?
Keep that water.
So young, huh?
They are. Practice.
Oh! So speaking of the gatherings, right? One of my favorite things was this colonial ass game called Catan, which I had never heard of. But if you've never heard of it either because you're a black person, then Catan is like settler colonial monopoly. Well, I mean, Monopoly is also like settler colonialism, but this one is like Little House on the Prairie era settler colonialism. Like they ain't even disguising it. And I did not win, not one time. We played this game several times over my 4 months of being there. Didn't win once. And I believe that's because my ancestors did not want me to win, because why the would they want me to win at this particular skill set? So shout out to Dean, Dean the Dictator. Yep. Yeah, that's what he became known as. Dean, why were you so good at this game? I'm joking.
I'll give you 2 sheep for a colt.
Maybe.
He's racking it up. That's 2 points for him.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and build a road as well.
That doesn't give you the card. You need to build more. So.
And we will.
And so will I. And so will I. Absolutely nothing. Very cool. Look at that spin.
Wow!
Woo. Finally something. Thank you. Thank you.
Come to me in your actual favor.
I need ore.
You know, it's tough times. It's tough times. There's an embargo on the nation.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you could do anything about that.
Can I do anything about that?
It doesn't appear that you can.
No.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Whoa, bro.
Was that a gasp?
It was a very dramatic gasp. He exclaimed.
Okay, it's me now.
How's it feel, Jimmy?
Oh god,
It feels like an old hat.
What does that even mean?
familiar territory 5. Okay, so we got that. So I think 2 woods.
Just one wood.
I have 2.
Oh.
That non-alcoholic beer getting to you?
Damn. Coming in hot with this shit
Very
talk.
hot. Very hot.
Alright, well, do we have a chance to go in a settlement?
My light. It's still not extinguished.
Keep your faith, white knight.
Ow!
Oh!
She laughs at his pain.
How many dictators does it take to take your turn?
Shitty box. And then I'm gonna play 3 victory points.
Oh no!
How do you feel after winning the game?
I feel vindicated. The first game wasn't a fluke.
Good game.
We also had the role of naturalist, which was held down by Dean when I first got there. And Dean, you know, he was a great naturalist. He got the garden started from scratch. He was doing way too much, in my opinion, because he was like carrying giant rocks from the creek up to the house. I can't tell y'all how far that is, but I can tell you I wouldn't have been doing that shit. And the rocks was heavy and it was hot. And he was laying them down, making a path. So now there's like a whole guided path with rocks on the side. Shout out to Dean. But yeah, Dean was the first person to leave us. And we started a tradition? We started the tradition of sending people off properly. So Dean was the first person to get that. So long, Dean.
First produce from the neighborhood zero garden. Little radish. Yeah, some gourmet shit right there.
Yeah. Could you name it?
No.
All right, well, we could do that later.
Yeah. I can't think of anything right.
Thank you so much.
Just a little memento.
Wow. Oh my god, this is incredible. This means a lot to me.
Unravel that and remember us.
Your most impactful contribution to Neighborhood Zero?
I think the one that people are going to remember is the garden, but I hope I leave behind the trace of the energy I brought to, an intangible energy that I hope carries forward. Energy of peace and love, harmony, and laughing too.
Honestly, I was just excited to be outside, and if anything came out of that, that was great. I think I got some experience gardening that I hadn't had before. I was pretty nervous about that, about nothing sprouting, and it actually went pretty well.
As we admire the work of Dean the naturalist before he departs us, we notice his automated sprinklers come on, leaving behind his mark on the land.
It's my legacy.
But yeah, after he was gone, we kind of all had to temporarily pick up the slack of naturalist to make sure the garden didn't die and also make sure we didn't die. So John came home, John caretaker / owner, founder of Cabin, and there was also a storm coming with him. Being that this was a desert, we were concerned about like flooding, but also making sure that like the water got a chance to soak into the ground and the soil, and the aquifer. That was a new word that I learned out there. So we all got together and took part in this big project to like barricade around the woods so that as the water flowed down the hill, it didn't go all immediately down to the creek and flood the creek out. We got to like, you know what I'm saying? Slow it down a little bit. Yeah.
That's right.
This is my DJ equipment.
You want to see some action? So what we're working on right here is creating this berm and then backfilling it with dead tree branches. And the goal is to both prevent runoff, which will keep all of the soil from washing out, but will also help recharge the aquifer. So all of this ground underneath us is porous limestone on top of an aquifer. And so if we can slow down the water as it rushes over here, it'll have time to soak in and regenerate the aquifer instead of washing out the soil down into the creek.
Murdoch's log. This is a serious matter. We've, let me see that. Murdoch's log. We finally, hold on. Me. We finally got a, damn, that was a terrible attempt at a fucking accent. There's coyotes out here. I was gonna try and give y'all the whole spiel, but we heard one, and it sounded like me hacking into the sink from pollen allergies. But if I were a cat mixed with a duck, I don't know how they look so much like dogs and wolves, but don't just bark. They do this whole thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I ain't going out there tonight. You see how dark it is? Yeah. Cameron's log. So me and my esteemed collaborators here at Cabin, it's one of them right there. This guy. Yeah. So we have determined that we should make a cabin sample pack because the washing machine, which you will hear in a few minutes because it is an attention whore, has kind of a ring to it. And so does the oven and rain and all other types of things. So let's wait for it so y'all can hear what I'm talking about. Don't embarrass me in front of company.
Inspirational machine.
Y'all hear it, right? Yeah. That's just gonna be fire. Who you know can drive and play the harmonica at the same time?
Everybody.
It's
It's gonna be trending.
I have a firm rule. Well, it's not a firm rule, but like when gas stations have one of these sections. Oh, we fucking with that. Damn. I just smelt it. Yo, this shit smell good. Yeah, to be continued. It is indeed chicken sandwich time. Chick-fil-A? I don't even go to Chick-fil-A like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's doing what it's supposed to do. I have a theory. If you gave everybody in the world one of those chicken sandwiches, okay, in world peace, my guy. I don't know. Then we should try it. See why niggas go outside. Like, not just the smoke, but like it's open out here. Oh yeah, that's the crib. Yeah. It's warm. It's dry. It's like a touch of humidity. I'm from Virginia, so like niggas be just walking outside sweating over there, you know what I'm saying? But here, it's alright. I could get used to this. Texas is I mean, I've been to Texas before, like let's not, you know, but it's nice. This is nice. Oh, son of a bitch. Hey, so I hope y'all enjoyed episode 2. I think we got like 1.5 more episodes of me on the ranch. Another surprise guest joins us on the ranch. Another black person joins us on the ranch. Shit was crazy. And we also leave the ranch a couple times. So now you've gotten a good sense of just our day-to-day shenanigans, like what the vibe kind of was. Now you're gonna see, what did I make there? Was I just out there bullshitting? Of course not. I was, but of course not. I definitely squeezed in a lot of work, and y'all are gonna see a lot of that BTS stuff from my playlist at Sunset EP, stuff from an album I did there, half of it there that like still haven't come out yet. Y'all are gonna get that at the top of 2025. What else? Come on, y'all know I was still playing with swords. Stop playing with me. All right, catch y'all.